Greetings, my friends. Jimmer Lins here with your Source Filmmaker Tip of the Day. Today is Tip of the Day number 55. Thanks for tuning in. In today's tip, I am going to very quickly show you a nice little trick that you may or may not have been aware of, which is that Source Filmmaker has, as I know all of us are aware, an undo feature. Now, it also has a history window. Before I began recording this, I created this soldier model and just did a whole series of actions so I could build up a set of history. How many of you have been in the situation where you've been recording and animating and doing something and you realize, I'd like to go back to where I was a few minutes ago? And you can load a previous save, or you can hit Control-Z, 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 or you can hit the edit button, edit, undo, undo, undo over and over and over. But it might be easier, if you weren't already aware of this, if you go to Windows and select History, you'll get this dialog here that shows everything that you've done since, well, forever pretty much. And I actually don't know how far back it goes. I've never actually looked, but I assume it goes back to the beginning of the time that you last opened Source Filmmaker. So you can see all of the actions that you've taken, which can be useful in and of itself sometimes, so you can kind of get a sense of what you're doing or have done. But even more interesting is I could, for example, just double-click one of these, and it will take me back all the way through all of the things that I did, even to the point of creating the camera. And then I can click here, and if I wanted to, the history window will not show any items that are not in history. It won't show items that are forward in history. So if I wanted to repeat all of the actions that I took, I would have to sit here and press Control-Shift-Z a number of times until it got back to where I wanted it to be. But the point is that with the history window, you can get a very quick, concise view of the actions that you have been taking in Source Filmmaker, and really quickly roll back to a previous state. If you decide, I was doing something here, but I don't like it, I'm going to revert back to a point where I can try something different. And that way you don't have to sit there and just spam the undo key a whole bunch of times. It's a very useful little trick. I hope that you find it useful. If you already knew about it, well, they're not all winners. Once again, thanks for tuning in to the Source Filmmaker Tip of the Day. Thank you, everyone, for subscribing to my YouTube channel and for all the great feedback. I am your host and your friend, Jimmer Lins. I hope you're having a great day. And until the next tip of the day, enjoy using Source Filmmaker.